In this video, I'm going to explain to you when you should be using which model. Today, we're going to be testing Seedance 2.5, Seedance 2.0, Flux 3, and Hailuo H3. Now, we got four AI video models, one prompt, and four completely different results that I will now show to you how it looks when we actually test it in real life. My name is Sina. I run an AI creative studio here in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and we work with some of the biggest brands in the industry. And we work with these exact models daily for real clients' projects. Right now, the whole feed on Instagram, on YouTube is full of Seedance 2.5. But Seedance 2.0, Flux 3, and Hailuo H3 are launched around the same time, even though Seedance 2.5 came a little bit later. But most people don't actually know which one to use for what. So before we get into testing, let me give you a quick spec on each model. The first model that we had is Seedance 2.0. Everybody used that. It was up to 15 seconds. It was native 4K inside of Xfil that you can access it or inside of some other platforms. And that's been the benchmark everyone's been using, right? Then later on came Seedance 2.5. Now, before Seedance 2.5 came out, we actually had also Flux 3 and Hailuo H3. Now, Flux 3 is up to 20 seconds. You get to generate all the way up to 1080p, and it is very strong on the dialogue and documentary style shots. Now, when it comes to Hailuo H3, you only get up to 15 seconds. It is 2K only, and you can run locally if you have the hardware, which is a big plus. And the last model that came out was Seedance 2.5 that everybody is talking about. It is up to 30 seconds. It is capped at 720p right now, but you can get all the way to 15 references. Actually, it is at 1080p capped, but you can get up to 50 references. Now we're going to test them all and see which one holds up the longest under pressure before it breaks. We have 4 tests, each one checks a different skill: camera movement, acting, dialogue, rhythm, sing, and so on and so forth. So at the end of this video, you will know exactly when to use which model and which models are the best at its strong cases. Now, as you can see here, I'm inside of Fixfield. I have actually pretty much used all of my credits yesterday and today testing some stuff, but I've spent around $100 on all these videos that I'm going to show you now. And I will also show you all the mistakes that we actually made, not only the best cases like the most guys out there showcase you, which is obviously not the scenario. We have fails, especially with Seedance 2.5 and Seedance 2.0 when it comes to copyright stuff. So make sure you actually consider that also when using this. Do not expect perfection every time. So the first test I'm going to show you, it is going to be camera movements. It is a multi-move complexity test. So it's a 10-second video, and the way this works is we have 3 camera movements: a slow dolly in on a door, then we have a hard smash cut to an explosion, and a calm 90-degree orbit around a standing character. Now, the orbit is historically the weakest point for most models. The moment the camera moves behind the subject, watch closely for what happens to the shape.
A crash zoom. And this is a whip pan.
And this is Earth Zoom Out.
Now, I actually
This
saw this video from a fellow YouTuber, and I'm going
and
to
this
test it out for myself, like this specific
is a
prompt.
whip
As you
pan.
can see, the zoom in here is
Is a
very good.
crash zoom.
This is a perfect crash zoom.
And
Everything is
this
perfect.
is a whip
But
pan.
there is missing a side movement that should have
And this
happened,
is
and
Earth
also
Zoom Out.
this pullback with the camera, the way it goes into the sky, like into the universe, it
And
looks
this is
horrible.
Earth Zoom
So
Out.
that's what we
This
got with Flux 3. This is the prompt. You can find all these prompts inside of the free community down below that I have. And I'll show you now the next clip, which is Halo.
This is a crash zoom, and this is a whip pan.
Now the whip pan is much better in this video,
And this
but
is Earth Zoom
the
Out.
Earth zoom out is horrible in this one.
This is a crash
Crash
zoom,
zoom is fine.
and this
Whip is also great,
is a whip pan.
and then the zoom out is bad. It's like
And
insane.
this
That's
is
what we
Earth
get with
Zoom Out.
H3. Now let's see what we get with Seedance 2.0.
This is a crash zoom.
Now the zoom is
And
bad,
this is a whip
the
pan.
whip pan is alright, and the zoom out is perfect, if you ask me.
And this is Earth zoom.
And let's see what we get with Seedance 2.5. Now the zoom out on this one is the best. The whip pan on this one is not so good. Not the whip pan, the crash, the zoom in is not so good. It, I don't feel it. This one is much better with the whip pan and the zoom out. So Seedance 2.5 wins on this one, but for me, the zoom in, the best one, Flux,
This
he crushed
is a
it.
crash zoom.
Like this is perfect.
And this
So that's been our first test where we tested the camera movement. Now we're moving on to the second test where we actually test the emotion, the realism, how it looks when it comes to expressing, laughing, crying, and so on and so forth. Now there's a clip where we actually chose laughing and also some slight emotion. Now the reason why we chose laughing is because it's harder to render because multiple muscle groups have to move in sync: shoulders, jaw, eyes, breathing, and so on and so forth. So it is much easier, harder for a model to actually get this on point. But now we will see what we got with our different models. Now here we have, as you can see, this is Seedance 2.5. Seedance 2.0, we actually couldn't generate anything. For some reason, Seedance has this copyright problem. Even though this person doesn't look like anyone, it sometimes won't generate the video. And I tried it like multiple times, it didn't work. But we got Seedance 2.5 to work. Let's see what we got with Hailuo. This is also not bad, but like when it comes to laughing, or when it comes to this expression, a bit too long. And like the laughing doesn't feel as natural as it feels with Seedance 2.5. And let's see what we get with Flux. This is also very good. So for me, it would be Flux again and Seedance 2.5 that are actually right now winning. Okay, now we're moving to the test 3, which is the dialogue. Now what we have here is two people in a kitchen and they're arguing about something. This is much harder than a normal dialogue because the model has to handle two voices, two lip syncs, and overlapping timing simultaneously while both characters are handling objects with their hands. So it is a pretty difficult video. And most models break first on the second person lip sync while the first person is still talking. And that's exactly what we're going to test here because sometimes it can obviously not function properly. But we're going to start this time around with our
I called them twice. They said the crate was already on the dock.
No, stop. The dock is not this truck. We opened 40 minutes ago.
We need the delivery now, not another excuse.
actually pretty good.
On the dock.
No, stop. The dock is not this truck. We opened 40 minutes ago.
Even the
Need the
smashing
delivery
with the
now,
knife,
not
it
another
is nice.
excuse. Called them
I
twice.
like
They
this
said
one. It's not bad. Flux, once again, it has very good features. Let's see what we got with Hailuo.
You come to me, and I can't say in the sets, you're lost the original book, and I'm just fucking you around, and I sort steals and vintage.
I wanted Cena land on your mats. Fuck out!
I actually don't know what language they're speaking. And this was supposed to be English, so we got a language problem here with H3. But let's see what we got with Seedance 2.0.
Small space. Look, I told you the delivery was late. It's not my fault they didn't show. The hell it isn't. You were supposed to call them. We're screwed because you dropped the block.
This looks very realistic.
Look, I told you the
Very
delivery
good.
was late. It's not my fault they didn't show. The hell it isn't. You were supposed to call them. We're screwed because you dropped the block.
Everything's perfect
Small
in this
space.
one, honestly. Let's see Seedance 2.5.
You're not meeting any of
I
the
said
app.
the guy got me inside, I said. I told you the app was down. What was I supposed to do? The customer is still waiting, Mark. The customer is still waiting, Mark.
This looks very realistic. Very realistic, but the beginning
Not meeting any of the app.
The guy got me inside, I said.
is,
I told you
I
the
don't know.
app. I said the
guy
guy got me
wondering-
inside, I said. I told you the app was down. What was I supposed
Can't really hear what they're talking about, so I would probably take a look at this, maybe generate this once again. It doesn't have to mean that it's the model's problem. It's maybe just too much going on. But at the end, I actually liked Flux again. Seedance 2.0 first time with a big plus, and Seedance 2.5 was kind of alright. Hailuo is still not even close to catching up. Like here we had a language problem, movement was kind of off, it looked plasticky. I don't know. They're struggling. This model is very bad. Now let's see. Okay, let's see this
I already told him
This
twice.
was with Hailuo H3 again. As you can see,
Then tell him a
it looks
third time.
plasticky here. This was one of the tests I made. Like,
I already told him
this doesn't feel
twice.
right. It's very bad. Now, if we compare it to Seedance 2.0,
I already told him twice.
like the emotions, the expressions, and everything,
I already
now
told
if you
him
compare this,
twice. I already told him twice.
Then tell him a third.
you see how much better this is, like the emotions and everything.
I already
See
told
what
him
we do
twice.
with Seedance 2.5.
I already told him twice.
This is perfect. Even using
Then tell him a
myself
third
and this
time.
woman from the image. Like the expression and everything is perfect, so there's nothing really we can, complain about. This is the prompt I've used. You can pause this, you can take a look at it. Like all the prompts are going to be down below in the school community, so you can check it out. The school community is completely free. Now let's see our last test that we have for today, which is a music video. We have a break dancer where he's just going to dance pretty much, and without text or color grading as distraction, the movement has to match the rhythm one to one. So we're gonna see how these models actually perform. The camera stays static for the first half, then a hard crash zoom into a freeze frame where he's pretty much just dancing. There's nothing else going on in the video. Two things are being tested: whether the physical movement is truly beat synced and whether the model can land a clean stop into a pose without blur or loss of form. So let's check it out. There's not going on. Looks unrealistic. Pretty much, this is like the best model. And these, it's like 2 seconds out of 10. Now let's see what we get for Seedance 2.5. But it looks good. Obviously, it was unrealistic dance, but like the swimming and everything was perfect. Even the dancing was alright, all the way up to this part here. And like the way his shape kind of looks weird here. But I guess you could regenerate it again. And let's see Seedance 2.5. Yeah, and this is the best one so far, as you can see here. The dancing is perfect, the movements and everything. You can even see it in slow motion here. Everything is perfection, like even the zoom in at the end. So yeah, I think we have a clear winner here for today's video, and I think that is Seedance 2.5. Following with the Flux 3, actually, I would say Flux 3 and Seedance 2.0 are at the same level. Like Flux is even cheaper than Seedance, and Seedance 2.5 is like at the top right now. That's why your whole feed is full of Seedance 2.5, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't test Flux or Seedance 2.0 because Seedance 2.5 doesn't always get you the best results. So that's why you should always test between 2.0 and 2.5, and also maybe mix it up with Flux 3, because especially as you can see here, we have 720p and 1080p, and you can also choose all the way up to 20 seconds, which is huge compared to Seedance 2.0. Seedance 2.0 you can only do maximum up to 15 seconds, but then again Seedance 2.5 beats everything. But you have to keep in mind it is very expensive. For example, 30-second video for 480p is 75 credits, which is cheap, but 1080p is 270 credits, which is a lot money. It's expensive. So yeah, you should keep in mind when using these models what are the ones that are the best, when you should use which one. Now, when it comes to which model to use when, I have made a list here that I will also drop down below in the community for you guys to actually check it out. We have camera movement with complex multi-move shots, which means the best is Seedance 2.5. Obviously, it handles multiple camera languages, changes in one generation without breaking. Seedance 2.0 is also good, but sometimes it feels just too fast, too rushed. And Hailuo H3 struggles with physics on complex transitions, which means you have to leave it on. And Flux is the weakest following precise camera instructions. So when it comes to camera movement, the best is Seedance 2.5. Now, when it comes to emotion, acting, realism, we have again Seedance 2.5, very close with Flux 3. Now both handle micro expressions very, very good and natural progression well, but Seedance 2.0 still is kind of nuanced. Hailuo H3, we don't even need to talk about it because Hailuo is very bad. So the best would be Seedance 2.5, but if you are tight on the credits, use Flux 3. When it comes to dialogue or lip sync, Flux 3 is actually the one that beats everything here. Seed and Superfine is close in the second place, especially for acting performance. But for me personally, for natural sounding, voice, and pacing, I would use Flux 3. Hailuo H3 has the most obvious AI sounding voice output, and also the characters look the most AI. While Seedance 2.0 acting is good, but voice matching is a lot weaker compared to Seedance 2.5 and Flux 3. And at the end, when it comes to rhythm, sync, for example, in the music video, the best, in my opinion, would be Seedance 2.5 and potentially in the second place, Flux 3. Now, Seedance 2.5 has the strongest and the best option when it comes to those. And you also have to keep in mind it has the strongest risk of sounding too close to existing copyrighted songs, which can obviously flag the model and you wouldn't be able to generate the video. But I would still try Seedance 2.5 and Flux 3. Now, a summary for the end. If you have the credits and don't need 1080p yet, Seedance 2.5 is the strongest all-rounder, best at camera complexity, and close to the best at acting. If dialogue and voice quality matter most for your project, then use Flux 3. It is worth the extra cost, but you can also test it out with Seedance 2.5 if you're not tight with the credits. If you are, use Flux. And if you need to work with more restricted or unlicensed content, use Hailuo because you can run it on your own computer. But once again, the quality is not really that good. So, you gotta just see which one weighs over which one. And if you need something reliable, cheap, and native 4K for simpler shots, Seedance 2.0 is the go. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. I'm new to this YouTube video game. I'm trying my best to teach you guys what you can do, how to create the videos, where you should start, blah, blah, blah. So make sure you follow me, subscribe, and make sure you join my free community. I have a lot of free guides inside of there. Also, some like-minded people. We're just building the community from the ground. So make sure you're early to get the best out of it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.